That's me being a fire alarm, a police car, a sound alarm. I'm ringing the alarm. I don't know if you can see me. I don't know if you can hear me, but I don't care because I feel great. I was feeling rough, but you know what time it is, right? It is, uh, uh. It is the time, vision, action zone, baby. Let's go. All right, today we're talking about progress. Are you progressing in your life? I'm talking about progress in your personal life. I'm talking about progress in your professional life. I'm talking about progress in your finances. I'm talking about progress in your heart, in your soul, in your mind, in your spirit. Physically, spiritually, emotionally, financially. Are you progressing the way you need to? Let's talk about it today. Get online, get in here, hit me up. I got my wife on the chat, Miss Dr. Cindy Garcia. Thank you so much, my love. I love you, and I'm so thankful for you because you're gonna help us bring this up. All right. Let's see if I can see what you see. And there we go. Awesome. Okie dokies. I'm live, not at 5, but at 9:25. And I am needing to hit record before I forget. There we go. Whew. So, let me touch on a couple of things when I talk about progress and where this idea came from, because I've been sitting for a minute trying to think about the best topic, the best approach. It's been a bit of an up and down day for me, right? I'm human, just like everyone else in this world. We have our highs and we have our lows. We have those moments where we feel great and we have those moments where we feel not so great. And today was a sort of half and half day, right? I had that great start, had some nice bagels, which probably isn't good for the tummy, but I had a good breakfast with my wife. We went out, we looked at a couple of properties, and we were doing some home shopping sort of while we were actually letting our house be seen and visited by potential buyers, because as you know, we are selling. And in the interim of all that, it's been on the market now for a little bit, about 2 weeks. Yeah, so 2 weeks. And we've had plenty of showings, plenty of activity. And I got to tell you, a part of me had an internal struggle. There was an internal struggle. It was the rush to want to achieve what I set my mind to. And my wife kind of caught me after I jumped out the shower, and she said, she said, God is going to take care of us, and you don't have to worry about anything. We will always be where we need to be. And it was a slap in the face, because I'm usually the one to always say, yeah, we're good no matter what. But for some reason, I don't know, it just, something caught a hold of my head, and in my head, I was contemplating on making drastic moves just so that I can achieve what I set out to achieve in the time I set out to achieve it. So let me give you a little bit of background and confessions. So the house was listed July, we're not even in July. The house was listed in June, in the beginning of June, and I said that I wanted to be under contract by June 21st. And the reason where that idea came from was because I had seen so many properties in my neighborhood get listed about 2 months ago, and they just sold in a day. In fact, I just saw one was listed for $415 and it closed for $419, and they sold in 1 day. So when I saw this, I said, man, we have an opportunity. We can cash out now, and we can figure out our next move once we cash out, because we have different visions that we want to achieve. Not really different vision, but we have one big vision. We just know the different visions along the way that are getting to that bigger vision. And so I said, okay, this is an opportunity to do just that. We have an opportunity to cash out and lean towards our vision even more. And after consideration and talking, we said yes. And so we painted and we cleaned and we prepped and we listed. and we haven't gotten the offer. June 21st came, and I was not under contract. And I felt like I failed my wife. I felt like I failed my family, and I felt like I failed myself. And it's been eating at me. It's just sort of like, but you're not, you didn't do what you said you were gonna do, Mike. And I had to step back and say, okay, what is in my control, and what is not in my control? What are the things that I need to do versus what are the things that I want to do? And once I stepped back and once I took a deep breath, I realized we've had progress. You see, I wasn't listed a couple of weeks ago, one, so there wasn't an opportunity to even make the money that we're about to make. That's one. Two, I was not, my house, by the way, has never looked this clean so consistently. And I know that's a bad thing, but it's a good thing as well, because we are learning in this process to constantly make sure that our house is up to par with whatever's out there. Meaning you come in, it is showtime ready. And that means cleaning up every day in terms of the house, which, I don't know about y'all, but maybe that's once a week, once every other week, depending upon your style. But we're doing it almost every day just to make sure, hey, we got a listing, we got a show, we got to take care of the house. You ready? Did you do this? Did you do that? Did you make sure the light bulbs were on? Did you make sure the toilet seats was down? Every little details that sometimes we maybe miss because we're just so comfortable in our space that we wouldn't think about it. But when you go through the process of really drawing out the details of what needs to happen in order for a process to take place, in order for a goal to be achieved, and you keep following those steps, even though you haven't reached the final goal, you've made progress. And so I realized that today. I realized that literally about 20 minutes ago, as I was sitting here trying to get my computer to work, because my computer was bugging out. It was trying to connect to the wrong internet or something. I don't know. But I ended up just saying, man, what is the topic that I need to talk about? And I love the word progress. I think it's connected to a lot of different things, right? There's pro, meaning you're a professional, right? There's program. I think about in terms of programming your life, and you have to program your life in order to see progress. There is, I totally went off in my mind there on something else, but there's just so many different opportunities with what we're doing. Oh, process and progress, right? You got to have them. You have to have a process in order to see progress, because then you're able to fine tune the process in order to get even more progress. So yeah, there's a lot going on there. And I just really had a chance to sit back and say, okay, what progress have I made? And the progress that I've made is that my house is on the market. It's competing. I'm getting people in here. I'm getting feedback from people. I'm getting feedback from realtors. People love certain things, and people are like, oh, I don't kind of like this. And so I have to say, okay, which feedback is in my control and which isn't? And here's the best part. Every piece of feedback that's in our control has been positive. So that means we're progressing in the right direction. So now let's take it back a step and let's talk about progress in how it applies to my other parts of my life and how you can apply it to yours, right? I tell you all the time, own your time, develop your vision, and take action, right? Own your time, meaning know what you're doing throughout your days. Develop your vision, meaning set a goal, write it down, be very clear, specific, have clarity, intentional clarity about it, and then take action. That means don't stop. Like Uncle Luke said, don't stop, get it. Don't stop. Keep going until you just can't no more. But you have to have a balance. That goes back to the owning your time. Don't put yourself in a position where you're working so hard you forget about your family. Don't forget to think about the things that maybe you start to say, well, that can wait. Don't do that to yourself and to those who love you. So we've made progress on our house. I've made progress professionally. I can tell you in my role as an online facilitator, a teacher, I've become even better at delivering skill sets to others to empower people. I'm doing this on an everyday basis now, where I am virtually face-to-face with people. I have a class coming up with over 25 students all across the country, most on the eastern side, but all across the country, where I'm going to teach them how to overcome objections, how to plan their day, how to succeed in life and in their business. This is what I do. This is what I get paid to do. And I cannot tell you how awesome that is just saying it. It's like, oh, that's really what I do. And so there's progress there. Progress physically. I don't feel like I'm ever progressing as fast as I'd like physically on my physical body, because today we were driving, going down in Charlotte, and this dude, I'm talking about maybe 6'3", bald, looked like he just jumped out of the pool because he was wearing tight, small shorts and his body was like drenched and he was all cut up. He looked like David Goggins, but tall. And Cindy and I started laughing because here he is running, and this is what I'm looking at. And what do? I, as a man, immediately compare myself. I'm like, damn, look at this. I got my little belly here. And so I always feel like my progress on my physical side is slower than what I'd like it to be. But when I step back and analyze, I can tell you, I ate ice cream last night. Oh my God, I have a sweet tooth. I like eating sweets. So yes, I limit myself. Those are things that I haven't taken the time to truly write down, to truly develop my vision. And that is my area of opportunity. That is what I'm going to work on. That is something that I'm continuously working on. I have my wife committed to helping me. She's helping me with not only the portions now, but the shakes. She's helping me get more greens in. She's also helping me, or I don't know if she's helping me with this one, but she's talking about going gluten-free. I don't know if that's help or not, but it's an attempt to help. So I'm expecting that to change, and it was just, it's progress, right? Matter of fact, progress could be, I could tell you, I had to, in the process of keeping the house ready, I had to mow that lawn. We have almost a half acre in our backyard, and it goes into the common area, and it's a combination of flat space, and then hills, and then turns, and then a little bit more flat, and then more hills. And I don't have a self-electric mower. That thing is all like, And so I feel like Conan the Barbarian for the first part of the movie, where he goes from young kid to young man, where I'm just like, and then I even have Honor strapped to my waist. And so he's pulling me because he's getting freaked out about the lawnmower. It's an experience, but I can tell you by the time I'm done, I've drank 3 bottles of water, maybe 4, and I'm sweating bullets, and my heart rate is way up, and my wristwatch is telling me, hey, great job, you're crushing your goals today. So there is progress even in my physical life. So we got progress in my professional life, we got progress in my physical life. Let's talk about financially. How can we progress financially? First of all, in order to progress financially, you have to know what your financial goals are. You have to know what it is you're shooting for. How much are you looking to have? Is it a savings amount? Is it a spending amount? Are you looking to buy a car? Are you looking to buy a new home? You have to set those goals and put financial amounts attached to them, right? Meaning you actually are ensuring that whatever numbers you're shooting for, you can see them on a daily basis to remind yourself, hey, this is where I'm at. And so just to give you some examples of it, we had 70 grand, more or less, back in 2014, 2015. We had about 70 grand in debt. Just 70 G's. We're talking like 70,000.00. It was a lot of 700s. It was a lot. And that's credit cards, that's student loans. And to be able to say now that I don't have any debt, whoa, that is massive progress. Now, if you had asked me back in 2013, when I had all that debt, when we had all that financial burden on our shoulders, was I progressing? I probably would have told you, no, I'm not, because I didn't feel like I was. I maybe felt like I was stuck. I wasn't making enough money to do it, or I wasn't able to save anything, or I wasn't able to pay anything. Everything was paycheck to paycheck to paycheck to paycheck. And so I was struggling. I couldn't go out to eat like we did today because I have, well, money. We owe 70 G's. Everything goes the moment it comes. And we got tired of living like that. And so what did we have to do? We had to set a goal. We had to make steps to get to that goal, and we did it. Through a combination of working hard in a very high intense commission-based position, I was able to really help us bring that down and basically kick it out. And then once we sold our condo that we invested only $5 grand in and made 80 G's in 3 years or whatever it was, that really took us up a notch, because now not only were we debt free, but we had cash flow, and we were able to come in here, buy this place, and now 4 years later, we're taking even more cash flow and we're going out that way. So yeah, I would say progress financially is happening. My savings account is higher than it's been in a while. And I'm just, like I said, I'm looking forward to the financial freedom we're going to have once we sell. So the progress is there. So what I say, so spiritually, physically, mentally, emotionally. All right, so I got most of that stuff. I'm trying to think, are there any areas in your life that you are thinking about right now in this moment that you feel you are not progressing in, but you'd like to progress more? If so, put it in the chat. I'm going to ask Cindy to come back and tell me what it is. I'm going to see if she can come over here because I'm not able to really see what you're putting in the chat. And I'm really, really sorry about that. But I definitely hope that you are able to see me and connect with me here. And so just give me 1 second. Let me just take a quick look. Talisha's watching. Talisha. T? Talisha, yeah. T from Miami? Talisha's from Miami. Hi, T. How you doing? Good to hear you, that you're here. Awesome. So I want to know, actually, you know what? I know you have goals because you're a goal-driven person, T. So tell me, what is something that you're working on that you maybe are progressing in, or maybe that you haven't progressed in that you'd like to progress in, and let me help you with that. By the way, for those of you who don't know, maybe you don't, I actually have the ability to receive calls and bring them live into this chat. If you are comfortable enough, confident enough, and okay with putting your business out live with me, you're welcome to call me. Just ask Cindy for the number and she'll give it to you. Oh, and speaking of asking Cindy for the number, did y'all know that I started a new platform on the Time Vision Action Zone podcast? Have you heard about it? So the new platform, it's called 2 Minute Tuesdays. And even though today's not Tuesday, I just want to take a moment to sort of give you an idea of what this sounds like, feels like. I think you'll appreciate it. It's only 2 minutes, and it's going to be weird with me listening to myself on here. But I feel like, you know what, if I show it to you, if I let you hear it, a little piece of it, you'll want to go check it out. So let me see if I can put this on for you. My last one for, see all episodes, there you go. 2 Minute Tuesdays. There we go. All right, 2 quotes in 2 minutes. I'm going to put this on for y'all. I want you to tell me, by the way, you can always get this on timevisionactionzone.com. Time Vision Action, there's no zone. timevisionaction.com. And you can actually subscribe in Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, all of those things that y'all listen to. But take a listen to this one, 2 quotes in 2 minutes. I'm going to put this on. Tell me what you think.
Alicia just started a business, t-shirt business, and she's trying to make this full-time, but too scared to step away from her full-time job. But deep down, she feels like she's ready for the next step.
What's up, everybody? And welcome back to 2 Minute Tuesdays, where you get 2 quotes in 2 minutes to lift you up on this glorious Tuesday in the Time Vision Action Zone. I'm your host, Mike Garcia, and I just want to say thank you so much for your time. And I want to jump into today's episode, so let's go. So today's first quote comes from an author who I have fallen in love with his writing. He has written multiple books on leadership, empowerment, and leadership development. And the one book that really caught my heart was Everyone Communicates, Few Connect. And the author is John Maxwell. Here's the quote. As time goes by, the way I live outweighs the words I use. John C. Maxwell. The next quote comes from an author by the name of Rory Vaden, and his book, Take the Stairs, really reminded me about self-discipline and doing the things other people are unwilling to do. Here is his quote. Indecision will often cost you more than the wrong decision. If you didn't notice, both of these quotes are related to action. You definitely want to make sure you are taking action. Don't wait to make a decision. Don't wait to do the things you want to do. And make sure that by the end of the time of your life, the things you did, the way you lived, outweighs the words you spoke. Hope you have a great rest of your Tuesday, great rest of your week. Thank you so much for listening. And as always, own your time, develop your vision, and take action. I'm out.
Okay, here we go. Sure. Here we go. So That is the last, most recent Time Vision Action Zone podcast. It is a 2-minute episode. And then I have a longer episode that I did around the same time, but I just wanted to share this new sort of platform that I'm doing. So every Tuesday on the Time Vision Action Zone podcast, I'm doing 2 quotes in 2 minutes. This is going to help you to find some gratitude in your day, and it's going to be related to either owning your time, developing your vision, or taking action. It depends upon the quotes that I find. I can tell you I go through a lot of books to go through these quotes, to get to these quotes. There's also a combination of Pinterest. There's a combination of a whole lot of different things that I'm doing. And if I find a quote online, by the way, I don't just take it and say, oh, that's the quote. No, I actually go in, read the book if I haven't read it already, and then I'm processing the information and sharing it back to you. So I hope you find that useful. Now, while I do have an opportunity to talk, I do have somebody that mentioned about a t-shirt business and nervousness about leaving. And this is definitely a conversation that I would love to have with y'all. I think, Talisha, you have an opportunity if it's something that you see progress in. So if you definitely want to have this conversation, I told Cindy to give you my number. Feel free to give me a call and we'll have that conversation. Again, you could have it live, or if you want to reach me in private, we can do that too. We just have to set up an appointment for it. So think about it. Let me know. I absolutely know who you are, and I know that you can succeed at what you do. Just make sure that you take the opportunity to swing. Remember, I think it was Wayne Gretzky who said, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. So take a shot. What have you got to lose? Good to hear from you. Who else is online? Let me hear from you. Who else? I see there's people online. I just don't see who. So talk to me out there. If you're out there, give me some feedback. Let me know you're with me. Give me something to say, hey, Mike, I got you, and I'm really glad to see you on. I think somebody's calling me. I'm getting a call. No, it's not Talisha. Is she calling? Okay, yeah, give her a moment. Cool. All right, so we're gonna get a live call, y'all. This is awesome. Let's see what happens. You're gonna get a live call. You're gonna get an opportunity to witness a live business coaching from me, and also just to be able to see somebody get themselves lifted up. I think that's gonna be fun, and it won't be long. Let's see if she calls in. If she calls in or not, I'm not getting anything from her yet. Not getting anything from her yet. I don't know if we're having technical difficulties, Talisha. What's going on? But I'm here. And again, if you want to give me a call, my wife is on the chat. Make sure you hit her up on the chat. Give me something in the chat. Let me know you're with me. Give me a smile. Give me a hey, hey. Give me a yay, yay. Give me something. Say, hey, Mike, good evening. Happy Saturday. Good luck with the house. Give me something to let me know you're with me, please. I know I see 5 people on, but I'm not seeing anybody. Huh? I don't know who that is. Hello. Yeah, give me names. Yannette Talion. Okay, hello. I'm not sure why I'm not seeing the chat that you're seeing, but hey, listen, I just want to first, again, before I get on this call, I want to say hello. I want to say thank you, by the way, because you have no idea how much this helps me. This allows me to go from being, sort of half full, half empty to completely full, overfilling, because I get to experience y'all showing love, coming in here saying, hey, what's up? And then on top of that, I get to give it back and bring it around. By the way, Talisha still hasn't called me. If you could just double check, see what's going on. If she wants to come on in, give me the call. If not, hit up my wife. I'm in chat. I'm here. I will go live with you. I will do business coaching. I will do life coaching, executive coaching, idea generation. I have a client that I think was trying to call me, but we kind of got this separated because he's doing his own thing. So I'll get back to him. But reach out to me. Give me something. And I don't know what chat y'all are in, because in my chat, I don't see anything. What chat are you in, Sin?
Yours.
I'm not seeing anything. Oh, there's Talisha. Hello, Talisha.
Yo, what's going on, Mike?
Hey, you live. She hung
A
up.
couple of years.
Let me try again.
Hey, you guys there?
I'm here. You here?
Yeah, I'm here, man. What's going on, Mike?
Hey, welcome, welcome. You're live on the program.
Cool.
Hey,
Yeah,
just a
I
heads
was,
up. I just want to give you a heads
yeah,
up because I don't want you to. Everything is live, so keep that in mind. Whatever you say is live in public.
gotcha.
Okay. So
I got you.
just be aware of that. So if you got any great business ideas or any concerns, just be aware that you are doing this live, and I don't want you to freak out later on. I want to make sure that's cool.
No, I got you. I appreciate you.
Yeah, you cool with that?
Yeah, man. I'm actually making some t-shirts right now, and I was one of my friends. He's like a DJ, so I was listening to some music, and then he started playing some funky stuff. I really wasn't interested in. So I scrolled down and I saw that, you were live, and he kind of grabbed my attention. So I was just, I hooked you up to the JBL, and I was just
Thank you
listening to you.
so much, T. It's so good to hear your voice. We haven't seen you
Yeah,
since 2015, right?
probably every bit of it, man. It's been a while. Sometimes it doesn't even feel like I even lived in Miami. It's been so long.
That's
I'm in Virginia
crazy.
now.
You're in Virginia,
Yeah,
right?
yup.
Okay, that's good. Talk to me about your business. What's this business you got going on? I heard T-shirts, which I know a little bit about. So what are you doing? First of all, give me the name of your business so everybody that's listening can hear it. But tell me what it's about.
Okay. Well, I have my site. It's on Instagram. I haven't like officially like have like a website or anything just yet.
Okay.
But
What's
if
the
anyone want
Instagram?
to
Shout it out so
check
that
me
we can.
out,
Yeah, put it out. What is it? Let's put it on.
it's 1980 dot be yourself. So it's 19 and then 80 is spelled out EIGHTY dot be yourself BEURSELF.
Hey, got you. And I'm gonna put this
Pretty
right
long,
here.
but yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna put this right there so they can see it. I don't know if that's, yep, there it is. So I got it on the screen so everybody can see you. Cool? All right.
Cool.
Yep.
So
And
so
oh,
I
look at
came
that.
up.
Wait, who's the baby? Who's this? Mama is my bestie. Who's that?
Hold on, I don't know.
It says my niece rocking her cute onesie. You make onesies too?
Yeah. I do them all. Yeah, I do them all, man. I do onesies, t-shirts. I can put an image on sweatpants. Any type of clothing garment I can do.
That is awesome, T. How long have you been doing this?
It's going on about like 2 years. And I'm at the point now that I'm just, man, it's getting a little overwhelming right now. Just trying to juggle my full time and right now I'm basically almost making more money making t-shirts than I am actually going to work.
Are you serious?
Dude, the last month it's gotten crazy. As far as everything's been going on.
Yeah.
As far as just police brutality, all of that. So, it's ridiculous. Like I could be up all night, seriously, but I have to work. And I still work at Pepsi. I don't know if you remember that, but so I have to work early.
Yeah,
And I gotta get to work at 5. Yeah, 5:30 in the morning, and grocery stores they've been busy. They never really shut down, to be honest. So the workload is even more. I'm still trying to balance this as well. And sometimes I'm just like, man, I think I'm ready to just kind of step out and do my own thing. But
let me ask you this though: is the t-shirt thing seasonal or is it consistent?
I want to say like probably the last 8 months. Like I'm getting orders all the time now, like for the most part. I would say summer, it's more volume in the summer. I don't know what, I guess it's my t-shirts. Most of my t-shirts, if it's just an image on the front in one color, it's $10. So you can't really go anywhere, get something designed or whatever for a one color image on the front for $10.
Got it. So your t-shirts are not only good quality, but they're low priced.
Yeah, they're low price, exactly. They'll go up a little more if you start putting, adding color on the front, the back, and now a lot of people, they like logos on the sleeves. But for the most part, you can get a really good quality t-shirt for $10.
So let me ask you,
$25.
If you are doing this good at business right now with the t-shirt business, what is it that's keeping you from leaving? I can tell you right now that, with the economic situations that are occurring between you know, the things that you're talking about in terms of politics. Remember, we got changes in politics. We're talking about COVID, people saying it's coming back. We don't know. It's going to hit. It may not.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I can tell you from my experience and through multiple recessions and whatnot, I can tell you that people aren't quick to spend money on extras when money gets tight, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And so my question to you is, are you comfortable enough to where you can say, you know what, I'm so good that I can innovate new ways when that happens?
A part of me, I feel like I can, but I've been with Pepsi for a while now, and I hate to say the word comfortable.
Comfortable.
I'm kind of comfortable. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I get paid every week.
Do you want to know what comfortable is like? Do
401.
you want to know what comfortable is like? I'm going to tell you what comfortable is like. Because you play ball, right? Oh,
But while you're waiting,
she lost. She hung up again. She must have some bad.
Forwarded to an automated voice messaging.
She must have some bad connections there. Well, while you're getting your line together,
Yeah, I'm so sorry, Mike. I tapped my headphones and they.
come on, get it
hung up on
together. You want to know what comfortable is like?
Yeah.
Comfortable is like, because you play ball, I'm going to give it to you in a couple different ways. Comfortable is like staying at the foul line and never taking a three-point shot, right? You just shooting
Yeah.
easy buckets. It's just going for layups, never taking the threes. That's comfortable. Comfortable
Yeah.
is like going to the gym and lifting weights, right? You start benching, maybe you hit 50, maybe you hit 100, but instead of going past
Yeah.
that mark, you just stay on there. You're like, nope, I'm good. I'm going to keep doing this. And you're not going to change your reps. You're not going to change your sets. You're just going to keep doing the same thing over and over again. And what happens when we do that, T?
Yeah, you never even take a risk to do anything else. You get comfortable. You stay in that one little area right there. You never really go outside of it.
I think you have to ask yourself, there's a couple of questions. I remember there's an author in a book. I didn't get to read the book, but I've read excerpts of it, and I've watched this gentleman talk. His name is Ryan Blair, and his book's name was Nothing to Lose. I heard it was good. My question is, if you lost, let's say you gambled, right? You went all in and you were able to hold up for a little while. If you lost, what's the worst that could happen?
Go back to my job, I guess. I mean,
So I would say if that was the case, what do you have to lose, really and truly?
yeah.
Is the gain of going into your own business going to be worth more? You started talking about 401k. I mean, if you start making money and it's passing your normal income, I mean, I've heard
Right
that-
now it is.
Right now, when you say right now, how long is right now? Like a week, a month? You know, what's the?
No, like the last few months. You know, I could like barely keep up with these orders. You know, but it's just me. I know it's a mental thing. You know, and if I'm really gonna like do this, I'm gonna have to just kind of step out there and just
Well, hold on.
make it work.
Hold
you
on.
know?
Maybe not. Maybe let me ask you this. One of the things I've learned about businesses, especially small businesses, because I deal a lot with small businesses, you have to be able to scale. You have to be able to bring somebody onto your team who can help you ease the workload. If you were to bring somebody onto your team and you would be able to train them to do the things that you maybe need to do during a different time zone, a different time frame. Maybe you hire them to work the time that you're working in the Pepsi job. Could you still do that and still maintain that job? This way, you have the benefit of continue to grow your business. Because I was going to say, one rule of thumb, if it were me, I wouldn't jump ship from a good company and a good paying job if I didn't have double. Meaning, if I'm making 50 at the job, I want to be making 100 in my business. Does that make sense?
Oh, yeah. No, yeah, I follow you.
Because if I do, I know now that, all right, if I fail, I've made enough money to where I can cushion it and still have that time to decide whether or not I want to stay in the game, or if I want to go back a different route, or if I want to go in a completely different route. Maybe you change, maybe instead of doing t-shirts, you're doing blankets. I have no idea, you know what I'm saying? But you have to think about, so that rule of thumb, if you can double it, if you say, all right, my salary is 50, but I'm making 100, then that's a no-brainer. You can walk away.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
if you're equaling out in a time that is sort of heightened because of everything going on, I would say you have to wait to get more data from the sales and the time and the experience to say whether or not it's a 100% jump ship. Let's go all in, because I mean you're having, I'm sure, a lot of competitors out there when it comes to t-shirts, right?
Yeah. It's just, where I'm from is from a small town, so a lot of people know me there in surrounding counties. So I'm like literally the only one that's actually like
That is awesome.
making t-shirts. Yeah.
That is freaking awesome. That's the game right there. You got and that will, as that town continues to grow, as long as you continue to produce, so will you. And imagine if you're able to give someone a job and say, hey, you know what? I'm going to hire you. Now their circle of influence, their sphere of influence becomes a part of your business clientele.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So you got to weigh the pros and the cons, but I'm so proud of you to hear that you've taken the leap of faith to go in and do your thing. That's a hard game to play. What are you using? Are you using what's that called?
Yeah, I have I have a heat press. Majority of the shirts that I make, they're vinyl. Depending on the customer,
Nice.
sometimes they might want, screen print, and I'm still practicing with that, and I haven't really mastered that yet.
Ooh.
But eventually, that's the go-to. That's it's just a better quality fit.
You don't got to tell me about screen printing, T. Let me tell you, I don't know if you know. Yeah, I don't know if you know this, but when I lived in, do you remember when LeBron came to Miami, 2010?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm sure if my wife goes into our closet and looks for the shirt, we'll find it. I designed a shirt. It was a triangle, and it said Wade, Bosch, and James, and it said, because you remember how Pat Riley was all about.
The triangle often.
No, Pat Riley
Is that
wasn't.
it?
No, he wasn't about the try. He was about. He called it the dynasty for the Lakers.
Okay.
He had the
Yeah.
dynasty for the Lakers because he had Magic and Kareem. I think it was. I'm trying to remember my time frame here. Was it Magic and Kareem or was it Magic and Worthy? I don't remember the names right now, but he had coined and literally trademarked his like whole dynasty name, and so I created the word Trinasty because it was the three of them, and they were talking about how it's tri, so TRI, like Trinasty, and I literally had the shirts screen printed at a local screen printer in Miami. The guy's name is Gary, awesome dude. I love that guy. He actually helped me a lot because I was able to get screen printed shirts that I was able to legit, and I'm going to show you on the screen right now. I got them in 2 days, and I was able to have them in my trunk. I went to the Heat party with my wife, her brother, and a friend at the time, and I had the shirts on my shoulder. I was wearing them. I got inside, and you know the big screen in the American Airlines Arena? They put me on the big screen with me in the shirt. And so here's the shirt.
Really?
Yeah. So that was 2010. I want you to understand how good this quality was. I don't know if y'all can see that. All right. And then I had on the front, Miami-Dade County approved. This shirt is 10 years old and it still has lasted. I don't know if you can see that.
Wow. Hold on.
So you see, I got Wade, Bosch, and James. Anyway, my point was,
Yeah, that's crazy.
I took these shirts. They cost me something like $5 a piece, and I went to the
that's
corner
nice.
of I went to the corner of American Airlines Arena right after the party was over, and then I remember this one dude. He was a little tipsy. He said, "Hey man, how much for one of them shirts?" I said $20. He said, "Give me two." And as soon as he said that, everything kicked off. I had to get people to go to the trunk. I'm like, "Babe, get them thrown." My wife was throwing shirts over the fence of the parking lot where the car was, and we were selling them on the street in that moment. We banked. It was awesome. And I learned about the t-shirt game very quickly. I learned that you could position t-shirts with sneakers. So I don't know if you remember, I was doing sneaker photography for a while. And
Yeah, I remember you were.
yeah, and so I learned that you could actually team them up. And then you go to these sneaker boutiques, and now you're selling the t-shirt to match new kicks that were coming out. And I learned all about, that particular part of the game. It was a lot of fun. And I didn't pursue it much longer. It was more of a capitalizing on a trend, right? I saw LeBron. I was just like, hey, here's a moment. Let's go. And we did it. But to hear that you're doing that consistently and you're still making money, that's impressive.
Yeah, man.
That's really, really good. That's really,
Yeah,
really good.
thank you.
No, thank you for actually giving me the call. I mean, I think you need to set a goal, right? I don't want you to put your salary out there, in this conversation, but
Terrell needs shirts done.
I have a realtor who's in Miami who needs shirts.
Get me
Oh,
there.
I got you. I'm on it.
We'll connect you both.
Yeah.
I'll make sure to connect you. Don't worry about it. We'll connect you both.
Okay.
But
Okay, good. Thank you.
nah, we got you. So you see, look, even just for calling, you got a client. How awesome is that? All
No,
right.
that works. I appreciate it.
Yeah, that's what
Thank
this
you.
is about. This opportunity. Look, I've been online already for about 40 minutes, and I'm still live. I'm pumping. I'm just excited. I don't know if you've seen. I've been doing this for about 9 weeks now, 10 weeks or so, and I've also been doing the podcast. Have you heard my podcast yet?
No.
Okay.
no.
Awesome. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to go to, in your browser of your phone, I want you to go to www.timevisionaction.com.
And I added her to the Facebook group.
And then you should see my website pop up, and you should be able to subscribe using whichever platform you use. What do you use? Apple, Android? Which one are you?
Yeah, Apple.
Okay, perfect. So yeah, it'll automatically pop up on the top. It'll say view. Just hit subscribe and let me know what you think. Your feedback means the world to me. Let me know how you like it, how you think I can improve it, and put a review on there.
All right, I see you. I got you on here.
Perfect. Yeah, hook it up because that
Hey,
is.
good talking to you, Mike. I really appreciate
Oh,
you, man.
I'm so glad to hear your voice. You have no idea. It brings me back because we talk about Miami and the people and you and Chelsea and just everything going on.
Yeah.
How's she doing?
Yeah, she's doing all right, man.
Good.
I'll definitely tell her you asked about her.
Yeah. We always think about y'all. You kidding me? You.
Yeah, I never forget the first time we met y'all.
How did we meet? Go ahead, tell a story.
Remember, you guys were right above us, and it was some helicopter that was just like flying. I mean, it was making the loudest noise, like to the point that we both went outside to see what was going on. And I heard you talking, and me and Chelsea looked up, and we saw you up there.
That's right. I kind of remember that too.
Yeah, we were just like, what's going on?
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. You were on the 4th floor.
Yep. You guys
That's
had
right.
that nice little sick pad up top. I remember you
Yeah.
guys when the first time I went in there. 'Cause your condo looked a lot different than everyone else.
We got lucky. That was a foreclosed property. We were able to get in there with $5,000 down, and we were able to walk out. We walked out with a little bit over $80,000.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and so it's all about timing and knowing when and how and knowing what moves to make, right? Same thing is about your business. It's all about timing. Right now, capitalize on the trend that you have going on. Keep doing it. You're crushing it. That is awesome. If you can bring somebody in to help you make these orders continue to grow, that's only going to make your dreams even more closer to reality because you're going to have somebody helping you and helping build your dreams. And you're going to be giving somebody, apprenticeship. You're going to be giving them a job, which is going to be giving back to the community. There's a whole big thing to that. So, and then again, focus on doubling your salary. If you can say, okay, I can double my salary and still give somebody a job and be able to do this. And you don't want to have just one working for you because if one works for you and that one quits, then what?
Yeah.
You want to. I saw Gary, the guy that made my shirts. I can tell you a little bit about him. Every single time I called him, I said, "Hey, Gary, how's it going?" You know what he say? "Another day in paradise, Mike." He said that every time, and the man would be sweating bullets because he worked in that screen printing warehouse type environment. Like that's all he did. He would go in. I would design the prints in Adobe, and then I would print them out using. I had a special print at the time, and I would print them out, and then he would go and he'd turn it, and he'd clean. Shirts were beautiful, and the quality just last. I think his name was I'm trying to remember his last. I think it's Liederman. Anyway, he's in Florida. Definitely recommend if you ever need advice because he's the type of person that he doesn't care that you make shirts. He will talk to you about screen printing and the process. He'll help you out. He's that cool.
Yeah. Okay.
So
okay.
I'll see if I can connect you with him as well because he gave me information on how to get printers done and how to do my own screen printing if I wanted to. He was that guy.
Oh wow, yeah. I'd like to
Yeah.
have his contact.
He's an awesome dude. Very educated. I think he's a good contact for you. So T, awesome to hear your voice.
Okay.
Thank you so much for calling. I'm really, really proud of you for owning your time. It looks like you're developing your vision and you're absolutely taking action. So keep it up, homie.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate your feedback and I mean everything you shared with me. I'm definitely gonna reach out. I'm thinking to maybe a family member, that could give me a hand. But
There
I
you
appreciate
go.
it. Thank
That's
you.
awesome. You get the time vision action music. Here you go. You ready? Here we go.
Ah, there we go.
I made this beat.
Of course you did. Dang, dude. God.
All right. On that note, let me let you go. Own your time, develop your vision, take action. T, thank you so much. We love you, and keep it
I
up.
love you too.
I can't wait to see the business growing. I followed you. I'm gonna hit you up. Okay.
Nice. All right, man. Take care.
Take it easy. Adios.
All right.
Woo!
Marina is on. Myrna is on.
Wow. Who would have thought somebody from 5 years ago would be the person to call in, get coaching live in front of y'all, and have this moment? T, from the bottom of my heart to the top, thank you so much for your time and attention in that moment. You have no idea what you did for me and what that meant for me. I hope that you found the time valuable for you. And with that being said, I think it's pretty much time for me to wrap it up. I feel my throat starting to dry up, and I want to get some tea, relax with my wife, and enjoy the rest of my Saturday night like I hope you do. So with that being said, as always, own your time, develop your vision, and take action. Adios, y'all.